Hey, what's up, guys? So we got Runefest 2026 rolling around the corner. And you know, I'm kind of curious. I wonder who all's going to be going to it. I mean, given what I've seen from the past Runefest, the 2025? It looks like it's a lot of fun. I mean, there's a lot to do there, apparently. A lot of cosplay, I guess skill chips. There's apparently some box you can get or buy. That's interesting. But before we go any further, perhaps we should address the elephant in the room. And that is the whopping price. With a standard ticket running you £210, or a gold ticket running you $375, $282 and $504 in USD respectively.
Now that's a lot of damage!
But for some players, that's not the real obstacle. Like, for example, myself. There's a giant body of water in between me and where I want to go. And you can best believe I have looked at the flight prices for getting over there, and dude, it is brutal with a capital B. Now, just to preface, there is the ongoing conflict over in the Strait of Hormuz that is most certainly causing the price hike and fuel shortage.
Jet fuel prices have increased dramatically since the war in Iran broke out.
The average domestic airfare is up about very roughly 20%. The average international flights up about 10%.
With flights from Miami upwards of about $1,000 and over that. And New York, it looks like it made the list, staying reasonably under $1,000 with some flights. Keep in mind, all of these flights are basic or standard economy flights. These aren't first class or anything significantly special. Oh god, what the fuck? Oh, alright. Well, that fixed itself. It looks like Dallas is sitting around roughly... Yeah, it's sitting around roughly the 1,500 mark, which is brutal. And next up with LA, sitting around 1,200, which is about the in-between mark, basically. If you're in the South, you're pretty much screwed. And Seattle, in between LA price and New York price. So about a nice 1,100 to 1,200. Well, given the fact that the most expensive part is going to be paying thousands of dollars to fly back and forth, I figured I'd get a good idea of what are the reviews? What are people saying? What's going on? I mean, I see some videos on there, although I don't want to use too much footage because I don't want to get, hit by anybody and be like, hey, why are you using my footage? I don't want to get in trouble. But I figured I'd look up some reviews on Reddit. Obviously, Reddit is probably not always the best place, so you kind of have to take their word on it. Kind of got a consensus, more or less, that it may not be worth it if expense is an issue.
No shit.
I guess if you're flying, it's probably really not worth it. And from what I saw in some articles too, people really wanted there to be one over here in America, which would be nice, but then again, I do understand Jagex and RuneScape itself is based more out of England, so. However, going back to the prices of, well, anything RuneScape related, membership has been something that people have noticed over the past decade climb like hell. And with the cherry on top being that £35 increase from last year's ticket price. And keep in mind, we haven't even gotten to the food, merch, lodging. You can imagine this would easily be about a $3,000 to $4,000 trip if you actually want to enjoy yourself when you're having the vacation. Assuming you're going to want to be there for more than just the 2-day event itself. All that to say that it's kind of a bummer for me, because there's no way I'm going to be able to make that trip. Not now, and maybe not even for a little bit. And it really kind of sucks because it just so happens that one of those 2 days falls on my birthday. I can certifiably say that this is a game I like a lot and have spent way too much time on. Granted, that pre-EOC account, that one can rest in peace because he didn't make it through the transition, unfortunately. That being said, I do appreciate any of you guys taking the time to watch this video. This is a bit of a different detour from the content I typically post on my channel. Usually it's kind of highlights that are kind of put together in a decent way, or at least well choreographed streams that I then edit into long form videos. But this one is not live at all. This is purely just me wanting to take a step back behind the scenes and do something a little bit more creative. If you prefer this style of video more, let me know. Drop any thoughts in the comments, not just on the video, but also on the topics too, because if I have any OSRS players come in, I definitely would like to get you guys' opinion on it as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys all have a great evening. Thanks for stopping on by. I'll catch you on the next video.